I hate it here. That's all I have to say.
But he's like our mascot. This also has to do with him.
Yeah, there's also him. Forgot about him. He's less hidden though.
Oh, there he is! Sorry.
We could have had a stream without him and it would have been appropriate given the circumstances. But I generally forgot about him. Oops.
Oh my god,
Anyways. Why do we have to be the protagonist? So much reading. What is that? Komaeda? At least I'm assuming you're asking about one of the Komaedas on screen right now anyway. First, we need to look at the Monokuma file. Already choking on my words.
Don't do that.
Too late! Fingernail. Why is he so late, sir? Eat food.
I think his color is like desaturated because he's, as it says, dead.
I meant his weight.
Oh, I thought you meant like the color of his little spectacles. Oh my god, he is really light, sure.
So like I said earlier, that's Komaeda. He's been here since like the second Danganronpa 2 stream.
I think so.
The victim is this cloud. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. That's the made the time of death. Huh?
Sorry. That's where I want to die, in a plushie factory.
I'm not sure you do.
Actually, that's a good point. Near a plushie factory. Yeah.
So that's much better, but... The native time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. A little stabby, huh? Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm, and a knife impaled through his right hand. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed.
Huh? Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file?
Again, but what's wrong with it? Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm, and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Dots. Yep. It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for.
I want to say something, but I can't because I know spoilers. It's very interesting. Don't worry, or form conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be.
We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first. See? If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss.
Well, I guess you're right. Let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. We'll just start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I can properly investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. You probably didn't expect to end up like this either. Monokuma file. Monokuma's dead. There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey.
No response. He's dead, Jim. Just kidding! I'm not dead!
Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory?
If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you.
Thanks to the Monokuma plush in my hand. You're a stuffed animal too.
So true. Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading.
What the heck?
What are you calling oversized garbage?
Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed and going to the trouble of draining the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you saying?
Wouldn't put it past him. I had nothing to do with that.
Huh?
You're so evil!
He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there.
Weather, Monami, that's been intense for you.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monami, but you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. Ugh. I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end.
I can't lose!
I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma.
It looks like those two alliances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? The killer, duh. Could the killer have done this? Who was Hajime? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Before I pick the next thing for us to investigate, pick a number between 1 and 3.
1 and 3?
Mm-hmm.
1.
Okay.
What did that do?
Well, if you're watching stream, you would know.
Moga! Why did you... I'm sorry, the bunny's so unserious.
It could be a little bigger.
What? You didn't even get a redeem for that. Why did you make yourself burn?
Because I'm sick.
Okay, fair.
I want to be squishy.
Fair enough.
But anyways, fire grenade. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably... those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire. Well, yeah, weren't actually that useful in the end. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange, except for maybe the hint of a lighter right there. Like,
Yeah?
hello.
Uh-huh.
Nah, it's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. The oil lighter was placed here.
Just kidding.
Ah, an oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it on!
It's a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire.
Well?
She had us in the first half, not gonna lie.
I mean, she had her voice line saying, just kidding or something like that, so...
That's true. Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them.
Which means?
So, using that, the curtain was set on fire.
I'm using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
You are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire.
They caused a fire to destroy evidence? That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to the crime scene, but... It's just the body and the peoples. Let's start with Sonia.
So just as I thought.
If only everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish the class trial. Then we can think about what will happen after.
One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way. It's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh. Fair, I guess.
Like...
I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's going to happen?
Huh?
Huh? What's gonna happen?
That's obviously
This rotten
wrong.
school trip is gonna end, right? We can finally go back home. Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning Sumiko's to do something after the countdown ends.
Hey, hey!
Look, what do you mean, something?
Shut up!
He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that?
Damn it!
I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. Fucking guitars distracted me, not gonna lie. We'll think about...
I love it. It's just sick guitar solo in the background this whole time.
Right. It's just caught my attention though, it normally doesn't.
Yeah.
We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
You...
But don't bring up strange stuff like that. Meh. How can I?
It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Nikon's. But it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time.
What doesn't matter?
So,
The time! Looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file. The time of death was noon sharp.
If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time?
What were we doing? Well, right now, it's...
It's time.
It's 12:30 p.m. So, it also has a clock function.
Then that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. Huh? It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill.
Fresh. Seems like a bad way to describe it.
If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs?
You're right. Those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon.
Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer.
What problem, Akane? Nagito's the only one that doesn't have a time. Alibi for that
Exactly.
time.
I was like, you were all there. Except for him. Yeah. But this could be like when Nakumaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup.
Likely. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare.
Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious.
Wow, that's everyone.
Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs.
Good job, Akane. Yeah,
She's doing your best.
that's the problem. Oh, Akane.
I know.
She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Was there something strange about the ceiling? Does it say gullible up there?
yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, about that sprinkler.
That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire.
Well, you can see your girder right next to it, right? There. See? Can you see that red streak?
Huh. You're right, I definitely see it. It's also magenta. You might be a little colorblind, Chiaki. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder.
Perhaps.
I think it's red for them.
I know, it was a joke,
Magenta
my
for
dear.
us. Yeah. No, I'm just realizing how horrifying that is. Like, for them. Anyways.
Is that blood?
Blood? The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Blood can get anywhere, Hajime. Plus, it's in a straight line.
Hmm. That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange.
It's definitely strange. I should remember this. I already have to blow my nose again. I hate life.
It's okay.
Meh.
It happens.
Meh. I'll be right back. Entertain chat.
Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Hey, chat. How are you doing?
Sits and waits for a response. Bleg. Alright, fair enough.
Who do you think did it? Dun dun dun! Dun 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 dun!
You think Sonia did it?
Any real reason to believe so? Would you think Sonia did it?
I mean, I guess
Is it just 'cause she's a little unhinged?
I mean, she did go to the 5th island when no one else did, except for like Fumihiko.
That's true.
So that is a little sus, but Spooky also said no real reason, so.
That's true.
Anyway,
We'll just have to see.
yep. Never expected Nagito to die like this. How did he expect him to die then, Hajime?
I think he expected that he, like, wouldn't die.
Is that true? Well, I guess that would be very unlucky, and that works with his luck cycle too.
That's true.
To just not die.
Yeah.
So lucky that you become immortal.
I think that would be more traumatizing than anything else.
Like he doesn't have enough trauma already under his belt.
Exactly.
Anyways, he was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. And he was completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. I'll never be confused by him again. I'll never be saved by him again. No, now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. His eye. He must have been in great pain. Clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over it doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him.
Oh, got a minute? Sorry, excuse me.
Chiaki moved past Kazuichimi and squatted down next to Nagito's face. And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off of his mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine. Ah, it'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Hey!
Putting the tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed.
Kazuichi, you need to work on respecting women. Anyways.
Ah, the blood on Nagito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case...
Man.
That's no use. She's not listening.
Hey, hey. Hey, about the blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape.
Huh?
What's wrong with that?
Well,
This duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape.
Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get stuck into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about?
Ah.
I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
Dots.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. You should remember it. Duct tape.
Yup. I mean, it helps establish timing. That's the whole point.
I know. So does stupid though.
Yes.
The spear with the flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach.
There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
what's this?
Oh my! What's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it.
Phew.
I see. You use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear.
Is this your first time looking at this too?
Of course not. This is the spear of Gungnir, right?
You definitely just came up with that now.
Hey, hey!
By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from?
Your mom.
Goodness. I feel like I saw it at the Nezumi Castle. What? Nezumi Castle?
What the hell?
I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you, mice! Damn you all to hell!
Let me see. Even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle. Looks like that part has blood on it too. But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nezumi Castle. Might be better if I confirm that later. I like that the name that Monokuma gave to it on a whim is stock for the bullet.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure... Thanks.
Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied up to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito? They also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge toward him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture?
Huh?
I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means, the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
Even so.
Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge toward Nagito,
Damn it!
refusing to let him die easily. I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far?
Okay, so fun fact about the spear of Gungnir. So in Norse mythology, it's the spear of the god Odin, right? It's also the name of the spears that killed Mukuro in the first game. They're spears of Gungnir.
I see.
Weird.
I'm not sure it's weird.
Not that weird. Yeah.
Or it's rope. Look at his right wrist is tied with rope. But it looks like the tip of the rope burned off. Could the spear result of the fire? No. Well, that's weird. If the rope is burned off like this. Why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? Well, obviously you could see where it stopped burning, which is on the rope.
Yeah.
Hey, life. The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel?
Stuff like that gives me the cringes, man. This knife, it must be from the military base.
Military base? Now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
Well,
By the way, it seems the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife.
Which means, after the killers finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand.
it cannot be.
And then they finished him off with a spear.
How cruel.
How cruel!
Then, does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why do they need to use a spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it?
The reason they had to use the spear, huh? To make it convoluted.
Feet.
There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this one looks like a slice. That's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound, there's blood everywhere.
Super difficult.
There's something strange.
Strange. What?
See?
Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm.
Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it's splattered. Hajime, please.
Hajime. Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but
There's something else that's strange?
when you flip it over and look at the back of his hand,
Well,
here, there's also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger.
You're right. Why is it only on this part?
see?
See, it's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win.
Yeah, sure, you win. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Jeez, can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? The classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too.
Buddy, you're all abnormal. I'm sorry. It's too late now.
Now then, I guess it's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone to the trouble of tying him up with rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So, what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, we should try investigating the other areas inside this warehouse first. Thanks, buddy. There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? Last time I came here, I seem to recall. They should have been neatly put away.
Oh yeah. Maybe we're the ones who made this mess?
Huh?
See?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is... It's fine, I'll open it slowly.
No, that's not the problem.
Seriously, it'll be fine.
With those words, how can I brush off everyone's warnings and slowly open the door to the warehouse?
Huh? It's not opening. Is there someone locking the door? I can barely open it. Barely.
I knew it! It's a trap! Seriously, just stop it already.
Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? I just gotta use a little more force.
What happened to opening it slowly? Look, I ignored their protests, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open. Could it be... was that it?
Well,
And there's something else I've been wondering.
hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line.
Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
So, isn't this clearly strange?
Strange, that means... we could speculate this was done intentionally. Uh-huh. Hubba. Hubba. MP3 player. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here?
Maybe...
It says Hajime, but Soda popped up, and I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Soda's line.
I think it's supposed to be Soda.
Game, are you okay? It looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know, that music that was blaring when the fire started. Yeah, you're right. Looks like it's Buster for getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it. That music was playing from the MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but... where's the killer playing music from this? Oh boy. Oh, that's the same thing again. Yeah. Whatever, shut up. Yes, we get it. Oh my god, I don't care. Let me live.
Well, see?
Yes, we know, we get it. Oh boy. Yeah, that was just taking me back to the back of the warehouse. Seems like all there is talking to the people.
Looks like this side is completely soaked because of the sprinkler. Even if there was an important clue here, we might not be able to notice it.
But it's better than the warehouse burning to the ground. Good thing we were able to put out the fire.
Hey. but there was a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside when we were throwing the grenades.
You are right.
I agree. If we did, we would have been caught by the sprinklers and become all wet and soggy.
I feel like that would be the least of your issues, Sonia, but I digress.
Yup. I saw that coming.
Coming.
Miss Sonia's all wet. She's all drenched and soggy. Ha!
Hey!
You were thinking that, huh?
Soda definitely was.
I was expecting soda. There he is. Okay.
Who wasn't thinking that at all?
Say what?
Why are you responding, Kazuichi? I was asking Hajime.
You're screwing with me.
This.
Of course. Oh my, screwing? How lewd.
Monokuma's so silly.
Uncomfortable dots.
Please don't look at me with such fearful eyes. Only imagine it for a second. Kazuichi, you should probably just keep your mouth shut already.
Good advice.
Yeah.
Sonia just edges behind Hajime.
Yeah. Even though I did say I was gonna freaking kill him.
Hey!
There's no way I would have actually done it. I was just upset, you know? Sure.
Jeez, you're pathetic.
The thing about the countdown after we lived through the class trial. That's your second time mentioning it though, so I'm not sure about that, buddy. Looks like Sonia's focused on investigating the warehouse. Which reminds me, there's something I need you to ask her about. Now that we've pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to ask her. Hey, Sonia, do you have a minute?
Yes? What is it?
I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded.
Yeah, what she said.
Huh?
Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right?
It is alright. It is not a bomb.
I forgot about that, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Why did you know the bombs were fake? Probably, because Sonia can identify fireworks.
Probably.
Well,
And that's not a lie either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing during that time?
Oh
oh my.
my! It cannot be!
Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer.
You got this.
Jesus! Shit! You son of a bitch!
Sonia?
I am sorry!
I am terribly sorry. I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain it to you. Why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there.
Huh?
Well?
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So I kept silent the whole time.
What does that mean? When you heard Nagito planted bombs, got suspicious and went to investigate them? Why 2 days later? Why not at the beginning?
Right?
That is...
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found.
And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered?
Please listen!
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs.
How did you find out that the bombs at the military base were fake?
Because I attempted to use one of them.
Oh boy.
Girl.
What?
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin.
Fair enough, I guess.
Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense.
At the time, I still believed the
bombs were real. And I thought that I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin.
However, that plan was an utter failure. The bomb was not real.
It's just fireworks.
It was merely
Yep.
a fireworks display.
I like that Monami is there.
Yeah, me too. Oh, she's just like there. Okay.
God damn it all to hell!
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
Why is her swearing so funny?
Yes,
There's
it
Monami
is.
as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb. Which means...
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it.
I'm pretty sure that was also a firework still. I digress.
Possibly. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well.
If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. Because of course they were. But the problem is his reason for doing it.
With this, I have explained everything.
Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me.
You're right, I got it. Alright, I pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there's still so many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
You look worried.
Yeah,
She's just posed.
yeah, I am.
Well,
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range.
I mean, it's good to investigate other places as well. Which is what I was about to do, Chiaki.
Yeah.
She might be right. There's several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene.
Haven't we all?
The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Nezumi Castle where the spear originally came from, Nagito's room too. I'm going to understand the reason for his actions. I need to know more about him.
I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating.
can you hear me?
Hey, guys! Isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too?
A little sus, but... In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her.
I see. I see.
I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea.
Huh? But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
Yep.
We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here.
Sus. I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So, we need to search for them in other areas. Probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'd have to give up completely. Girl, what is this defeatist attitude?
You don't really need to say that.
Hey, hey!
Then it's okay if we leave this place?
Well,
It's okay. There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If you don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around.
No time for standing around.
Meh. You guys know talking to Akane though. Truck.
Truck.
Apparently the bombs that were stuffed on this truck were actually fireworks. Which reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagito must have brought it from there. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. That's still part of the truck. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Shut up. Why is this part of the truck?
I don't know.
Oh, hi Sonia.
Oh, hi, Sonia.
That reminds me, when we saw Nagito's video message on this laptop.
Is he still watching us from somewhere? If he's not, then how did he time his message so perfectly?
No, it looks like the video was set to play after the explosion by a wireless signal from the detonator. But why did he have to use a video message? That's the one thing I don't get. At the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means that video was recorded in advance. That's right. Besides that video, there might be data on this laptop that could be used as a clue. Le clue. With that thought in mind, I tried messing around with the laptop, but it's no use. It's locked. There's no way I can examine this. But if it's locked, maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Oh boy.
My,
I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life.
Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into.
However, while I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me.
well,
The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here.
Huh?
do you have a minute?
If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that?
I mean, Monokuma himself has a bomb inside, so...
Amazing!
A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism!
I'm pretty sure all bombs are, but I digress.
So true.
Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it!
No boy. Oh, hold on. If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly messed with it?
Easy as pie!
Either way, it is all gravy!
Oh, gravy? What the hell does that mean?
Enough already!
I love Sonia using phrases just wrong.
Stop! There's no bomb!
Hey,
You'll know if you just pick me up, see? All you'll feel is the soft weight of cotton.
Picks up my Monokuma, squeezes the life out of him.
I see, I see.
You are right.
However,
Then, where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
who knows?
I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base.
What?
To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
please wait.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Whew, I feel relieved.
But if the bomb wasn't from the military base or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon.
Well done.
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it.
That is...
Did I say something I should not have said?
It's not your fault. Don't worry about it.
We...
I want ice cream.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
I don't have ice cream at home.
Oh. Ooh, level up. Oh, soon we will be level 69.
Nice. The bombs are fake. This might be fake too. I don't know how long stream is gonna be, Spooky. Might be completely out of steam. Yeah, because it's investigation and trial, and we're already past the hour mark for the investigation. Sobs.
It's okay, one step at a time.
But I'm not brave enough to check for myself. Fuck. A huge supply.
I like that you say it every time.
Just reading, man. It's a visual novel.
I know, I know.
A huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed into the truck bed.
Whoa!
Ha! Found it! What did you find?
Huh?
Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like a survival knife. Wait, that's... Isn't that the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand?
Maybe...
Which means the killer obtained that knife here.
Alright!
So the killer said would visit the military base at least once. So everyone.
So everyone.
That's everyone, though. No, not me. This is the first time I've been here. That sounds fishy. Merp. Okay, I guess soda, huh? Boo.
Man...
Damn it. This dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these. It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who could do that. Okay. I already clicked that. It's that dreadful helicopter, the one that executed Teru. It doesn't have anything to do with the incident. Or does it? I'm gonna try looking through the truck bed. It's empty. Nothing's here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed. It means Sonia was telling the truth.
However,
Oh boy.
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found.
It would be crazy if Monomi killed Nagito.
Oh my gosh.
Did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. No, never mind. He said as much in his video message. So, were you surprised? Seriously, think about it. Do you think there are enough bombs to blow up an entire island? Even if there were, a guy like me would never be able to use them.
What does that mean?
He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No. Is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there's a different motive behind his actions. Alright. Why does it have the exit button there?
I don't know.
Pressing it doesn't do anything.
Ah.
So, I'm very confused, but okay.
I think the game is too.
Mood. Still feeling remnants of that sneeze in my shoulder. I cry.
Oh man.
Yeah, we should check out our little Monokuma.
Hee
Little guy.
Little guy! Full round.
Yes.
Bear shaped.
Friend cheeked. Was there anything else to investigate besides Nagito's room?
They said like other areas, quote unquote, but I don't know what.
It was the
They
plushie
did that.
factory, the military base, and I think it was just Nagito's room after that.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it.
I was expecting someone to pop up. No, speaking of.
Hi, Chiaki. I'm annoyed.
What happened?
I'm annoyed.
What are you annoyed about?
I want to investigate Nagito's cottage, but I'm annoyed.
Okay.
不愉快です。I'm annoyed. By what?
I don't really understand, but you can't investigate Nagito's cottage? Maybe I should try investigating Nagito's cottage. Huh? It's locked.
Apparently.
Okay, well, Monokuma!
We can't go inside thanks to that. I'm annoyed.
Have you tried asking Monokuma nicely to open the door? There's nothing I can do. I'm gonna go investigate another area. What are you going to do?
I'll go look for Monokuma. He might open it for us.
Exactly. Like, that's how...
There we go.
Like, literally every single time the room is open because Nagito's like, hey, Monokuma, open it!
Yeah.
Let me know when we can go inside.
Yep.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, but like, what else is there to investigate? Sobs?
Screams? Question mark?
Me too. No, not there. Oh, the castle.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for having a brain cell because I was like, I don't know.
Well, I didn't figure it out because I was looking at the truth bullets.
Yeah. Hey, it helped. That's good. Hello? Oh? What?
Uh,
Oh, a present.
Ew, we got a
Ooh,
skill.
a skill! And coins! Wow! That's pretty good.
Yippee. Very good.
Wild. I love that. Egg.
Egg.
Egg. Eggy me, if you will.
No, we're level 70 now, damn.
Yeah! Wait, did we skip 69?
We did because of Monokuma. Sad.
Ah!
We missed the nice number.
Oh well. We know it was there. It's okay. Rats.
Nice.
Yay.
Ah, I see. Spear with a flashy ornament on its is hanging from the wall. This spear is definitely it, right?
I see.
Just as I thought. It looks exactly like this spear that killed Nagito. The same whip-like cord is attached to the handle. There's a weight at the end of it.
Also,
Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of Gungnir, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use the spear and a knife?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they could have just killed him with a knife. It would have been easier too. There's no way a spear.
Creativity.
There's no way a spear like this, so with the unnecessary cord thing on it, would be easy to use. Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they chose the spear for a reason. What could that reason be? Dots. More dots. Even more dots. I feel a little tired. Me too, buddy.
Me too, buddy.
No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. It's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer, even after he's died. Well, and that's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. We investigate that place. We might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. Well, that's our cue. We.
Hey.
I'm so over being sick.
Yeah.
I wish to comfortably breathe again. Good. Yeah, it has the exit again, but like it's really not one of those areas.
Weird.
This way, I have one more steps.
Wait, what's happening? What?
Bottle crunching sounds.
Bottle crunching sounds. No, not a bottle. It's just a bag.
When we asked what was happening, that's the only thing that happened other than me running around. It's hard to put down a bottle one-handed.
True.
And close it, too.
Boom.
Boom. Can we gamble? I don't think so.
Can we?
Oh, right. I think we might be able to.
Oh.
Hahaha! We can! Normal things.
Oh joy.
Just the one time, because we can.
Okay. There we go. Uh-huh. Ah. Blue. Oh, it's a pen.
Coconut.
Coconut?
Wing.
Ring? Yeah.
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper?
Junko.
Oh, the joke.
Friend.
Salt.
Play.
Amazing goo. Okay, there are a few new things. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Men's Manma.
Magazine for gourmands that lists popular restaurants for all kinds of situations. The articles about recommended date spots are especially popular.
Gourmand, I think.
I don't know. It's not gonna be in the video, so it doesn't matter.
Beer.
A ragged notebook. The cover says Kyoko Oto's memory notebook. The writings inside are too worn out to read. Dip pen. The pen used for drawing lines by absorbing ink into the nib. Depending on your technique, you can create vivid lines with it. Pen of choice for manga artists and illustrators. Well, that was fun. Hey, Monokuma.
Oh.
What's this?
Oh my! You wanna go inside Nagito's room too?
Hajime.
Ah, Hajime.
What are you gonna do?
I was just listening to Chiyaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do so while she was licking my black eye. I didn't do that.
Boy, tough crowd.
Then do it! It's sweet because it's made out of black beans.
I remember him saying something like that before.
Yeah. Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
Fine, fine.
Fine, fine. I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right?
Now then. Loose!
Oh, I forgot about that.
Bye!
See? I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now.
This isn't my first time saying that, but why does the door open with a spell like that?
Perhaps. Maybe the cottage key is computerized?
Hey.
More importantly, let's go inside now that the door is open.
Yeah, you're right. Oh boy, the treasure box. So, Nagito was living here. What was he thinking inside this room? What was he
Komaeda thoughts.
What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? I can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope, becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days.
No kidding.
What changed him? Maybe. The clue to that might be hidden here as well. Just in the bathtub.
No.
Yes.
The fancy-looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Could this be?
Can you let me know if you find my treasure? It's a magnificent treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights.
Perhaps.
That treasure box.
Chiaki, you know about this?
Thoughts.
Yep.
It's really cute.
Interesting cover. That's definitely a cover. Chiaki. No, she was just reacting. Hajime! This looks like Monami's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Monami was talking about was Nagito. But why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out. It might be good to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous.
Does it? It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know? If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen from Monami in the first place. I turned back toward the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside, there was a notebook. This is it? Why is a notebook inside the treasure box like it's something important? I take the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings, as if they were drawn by children, and entries that looked like chicken scratch.
That's kind of cute though. Oh my goodness.
Day 1.
Should I? Yeah, you go.
No, you do it. I need a break from reading.
Okay, for sure.
Day 1. I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2. Yakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. So cool.
What is this? A diary?
Looks like it. Did Monami write these?
Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. Now flipping through the pages. Day 3, Day 4, Day 5. Page after page of poorly written entries continued onto the notebook. Don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16.
Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go in the final bedroom today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him.
Oh?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen?
No, it's nothing.
Stop it!
Oh, there she is.
Hey, stop! Don't look at my notebook.
Whoa. From out of nowhere, Monami suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
I won't forgive you.
Phew. I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Jeez, that was close. If I had come any later, he would have seen the inside of the notebook.
A little late for that.
Unfortunately, you were a little too late.
Huh?
But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief?
No!
Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student!
Hey, that notebook. It's pretty much your diary, right?
Diary? It seems that way.
Ta-da!
That's right! This is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written.
Hey!
Hey, you're a liar!
You always show up out of nowhere.
You don't have room to speak, Monami.
Why you?
Manami, it's not good to lie, you know.
Lie?
There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Manami can't even write.
Huh?
What are you saying? Jeez, I can write the letters easily.
You don't have thumbs.
I can finally write the letter B.
That's wrong!
No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands. See? Bullseye. I know, because I'm the same way too.
At least you have
Do you have
thumbs.
thumbs?
Yeah, both of us.
Angry dots.
What?
I thought Monami had thumbs. I guess not.
Nope, thumbless.
Thumbless. Oh no. Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey!
So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you saying?
Hmm? What are you saying? There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister.
Dots. It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second.
Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true?
Huh?
He said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true?
Dots.
If so, who wrote in it?
Well, you know, it's, how should I put it?
Monokuma.
Excuse me?
No, hold on! Damn it, she totally ran away again.
The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from her.
But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, might be better that I didn't ask her.
Bed.
Wedge. There's a refrigerator.
Huh? Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from.
Nagito probably supplied it himself.
Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks?
As I talked with Chiaki, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. There really isn't much inside. The only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle.
For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he stocked very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right?
I mean, you can drink it, but only once. Really? It looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? Hajime, have you considered reading? I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Good job, buddy.
Good job.
Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death? Hey, this is...
Could it be?
Yeah. Looks like it's poison.
poison?
The poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison.
Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it in a little more detail. But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it.
Ow. I'm okay.
Uh-huh. You sure
I
you didn't
just
drop the
knocked my
bottle?
No, I just marked my hand on my desk. I'm okay.
Impressive.
I know, right? I'm like, I sit here every day. You think I'd be used to being here, and yet... Ah! Okay.
Stop it. If you worry like that, I'm gonna get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began to read the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its vitality is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air, breaks down in minutes, and it's susceptible to hydrolysis.
Hydrolysis, yeah.
Words. so it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container, away from sunlight.
This sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure.
But where did Nagito get something like this?
Well,
That question could apply to the bomb used at the hotel too.
Applied to the bomb?
see?
There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items.
The final dead room.
Yeah.
The octagon inside the funhouse. This poison. He must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial.
He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial?
Jeez, how dangerous. Yes, the poison for poisoning Monaco with special poison. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle?
Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey.
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison?
Huh?
See?
It looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? I mean, yes. If so, where did he use it? You'll see. I wonder, is there a trap still somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet?
Another trap?
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island.
Everyone on the island? What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you've died?
The poison. Bookshelf.
There's a lot of books arranged here. Did Nagito bring these from the library? In addition to books, there's a bunch of random crap stuffed onto the shelf.
It might take a lot of time for us to thoroughly go through that stuff.
Hey.
Let's just leave it for later.
Yeah, I agree.
Our time for investigating is winding down.
So,
The bookshelf might take some time to investigate, so we should try examining other areas first.
Like the bed. It's the bed that covers up the cottages. It just looks like the only one in the room. In my room, rather, but...
hey.
Maybe there's something hidden under the bed. It's a usual place for hiding things.
yeah, like porn. Well,
Hajime!
we should still check just in case. Without expectations and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and... there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. Looks like there's something inside.
Oh, that makes more sense. Whoa!
What is this?
It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These look like the real deal. Did he get those? Did he get these from the military base?
A gas mask and rubber gloves? He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for?
Hajime.
Hajime, was there anything else under the bed?
Let's see. I peeked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag and... there's a small piece of paper on the floor. Piece of paper made of blue aluminum?
Aluminum? thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise.
I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait, time out.
Who knows?
It might be too soon to decide that. The window. The basic layout is just like my cottage. There's nothing about this window that really catches me eye.
It doesn't really catch me eye, does it, lad?
Since the structure just like my room, the shower room is over there. Looks like there aren't any clues here. Do I have to talk to Chiaki again?
Our time for investigating is winding down. So... the bookshelf might take some time to investigate, so we should try examining some other areas first.
Like...
She already said that.
Literally what? Other than the camera and monitor, what have I not looked at?
I don't know.
Oops.
The TV? No. Puzzle? No, it doesn't come up. Well, they say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart.
Do they now?
I definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this.
So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles.
That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though.
Yep.
I'll leave it to you then, Hajime.
Wait, what?
It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things. You know, because you're gay. You know, there might be private stuff here.
No, that might be true, but...
See?
That would be an even funnier response if she'd actually been like, you know, because you're gay. And he's just like, yeah, that might be true, but...
So, I'll leave this shelf to you.
I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it.
Yeah.
I decided to walk toward the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items, examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, there were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no,
Take the books to see if anything comes out.
there's no way there are any clues here. Huh?
A clue!
Well, that file was the only one I received from Monokuma. This is another one. But that seal! Indeed, it's the school badge of Hope's Peak Academy.
Does that have information about our stolen memories?
Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. This file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information. And like Ito said, this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department. I had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies, too. I opened the file I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really has only my information, then why is this file so thick? As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me. Just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there's information about the others: Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonia. And everyone who died had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too? I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height and weight, and so forth. There's still a thing that specifically caught my eye. The words reserve course student. There's no denying it. Confirm that I truly was a reserve course student from the reserve department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why? Why am I the only one here who's from the reserve department? Why am I here with all the other ultimates?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen?
Nah, well, I just found a strange file.
Ah! Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there.
It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagito is lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone?
Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us.
Can I take a look at that file?
Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file.
You're right. My profile is really in here. But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
Then it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on.
Huh?
What happened?
Like, I just noticed it right now, but...
The file! His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
What are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togami. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
Ah.
No way!
So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps, based on that, you think he might be the traitor?
No, it's not just because his name isn't... Haba. It's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious.
Well, it pains me to say this, but... what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life...
Too bad.
it's totally wrong! There's a completely different reason!
A different reason?
You're getting all riled up.
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation.
What do you mean?
What the heck?
You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right?
Huh? I just turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly, I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter?
That's that Byakuya's true identity.
True identity?
He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami.
The fake?
Hey,
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent! Woohoo! Though I'm not jealous of that at all.
That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami?
Perhaps.
Is that why he was so much fatter and, like, nicer compared to when he was involved in this killing school life?
So cool!
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that.
Then he was lying to us the whole time?
But still,
But he couldn't help it.
What? Why couldn't he help it?
oh,
'Cause that was his talent.
Huh?
Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent. Regardless of whether you want that life or not. In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating.
What the hell?
Anyway,
Anyway, I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
that's right!
So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth.
Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? I cannot talk to others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others, and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell.
Based on the context, if I had to guess,
No!
maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope's Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already.
So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss.
Phew!
Geez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor.
Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still want to know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course!
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
could it be?
So it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
Hey,
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak Academy.
You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
Correct!
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey,
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right? Well, probably. It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
Are you sure about this?
Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know.
Time's up. Wait,
Bye-bye!
me for a moment. Ding dong, ding dong. Here he goes.
That chime just now.
What is most important for living things?
Living.
Well, personally, I think time is.
That too.
I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial, so please gather at Monokuma Rock. I'll see you soon.
The last class trial? He said that, right? He said last class trial?
That's...
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial.
I'm honestly glad that they're emphasizing this because I honestly did not process that information.
For once, the repetition is welcome.
What do you think? Should we believe him?
Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days? And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right?
Based
on the time limit. Oops, that's you.
Yeah, it is. Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
But still,
But I can't imagine that it's the real end.
Of course not. Huh?
I think Monokuma's real plan, might be just beyond that.
His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe, after putting us through all of this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once?
well,
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the trial that's waiting for us first.
You're right. The class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we're so focused on this file. Still can't see who killed Nagito.
but still,
Well, you don't have to worry so much.
Huh?
right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know?
You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone. As long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine.
Damn right.
Looks like everyone's here.
Huh?
Huh? Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it, you're making me depressed.
Stupid fool.
You're making me depressed!
I love Minimaru. I want one. So, it is going to happen again. The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends.
But once we're through with this, we can go back, right?
That's right.
That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial.
Damn it.
But we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know?
You know, right?
That's why I'll definitely survive. Maybe we can really go home after we deal with this class trial.
That's right.
We'll definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what. Even if I have to pull out all the stops.
Dots.
You.
What the fuck? Why are you here?
Angry.
You haven't realized it yet? That feeling of wanting to leave this island. Thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know?
Huh?
Huh? What are you saying?
Got it? There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse.
heck? Stop trying to jinx us.
I'll pick you up.
Damn right. Stupid rabbits should just shut up.
Okay, I guess I'll stop talking.
No, not you. You're a good one, boy.
Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair.
Huh?
I have finally realized, after losing my powers, I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it. In order to become someone who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight!
Huh?
What's her deal?
I do not really know, but she seems different from before.
Maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looked so determined.
You.
What can you tell just by looking at those button eyes?
Ah.
Anyway, make sure you turn off Minimaru. Be annoying if you started talking during the trial. I think it would be hilarious.
I do too. Aw, fine.
But still,
Somehow, I understand what Monami is saying. I think.
Anyway, let's get going to the last class trial.
yep.
You're right. We need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end.
Roar.
Open sesame. This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock.
Yeah.
This elevator ride. This will be the last time for this too, right? I hope so.
Well,
Let's worry about things after we're finished.
you are right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us.
Damn it.
The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is going to go smoothly. I mean, I can't believe one of us was able to do that.
Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who have survived need to stand and fight. We must fight. And then, the door slowly opened. This bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair? Yes?
Well now.
Well then, now that chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left.
He was lucky number 7.
Shut the hell up!
Enough! Just start this already.
Hey!
Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep.
Yep, it sure is. So, you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all.
All right!
Didn't I tell you? He said it. This is the end.
Dots.
Now then.
Now then, let's get this trial started.
Viva killing!
This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other.
This was the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Nagito Komaeda, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. The slowly inching across CG now.
Here he comes.
He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there are also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. This was the end of him. It's like his dad or something. And I have no idea at all who did it, but... there's no way we can end this without knowing. We'll be consumed by despair. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. Yes, save.
Yes.
I'm so glad things are gonna be mostly voiced from here on. Ugh,
Yeah.
rough.
You made it.
I survived for now.
You yeah.
Ooh. Ready?
So ready.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
I didn't realize Mikon was that much shorter than Komaeda. Like, it makes sense, but...
Oh, yeah.
anyways.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh my, Monami? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you? You've
Angry.
ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit?
God damn it.
Chesto!
Oh boy.
Oh no.
She's all fluffed up.
Oh no.
One more time! Jeez! How about this one? This will be my final blow!
Oh no.
It's useless.
Please stop! I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monami. The class trial has started, after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who was attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
No, that might not be it.
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Oh boy.
Don't say something so stupid! There's no way in hell I'm the traitor!
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
I'm the traitor. I'm the killer who murdered Nagito. Is here, right? Are they the same person? Or...
Whee. Okay. Your bullet is duct tape.
And Kazuichi's gonna say it's because the killer tortured Nagito. That's what you're gonna
Killer
shoot.
didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up! I'm telling you, they were torturing him!
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito!
Alright.
No, that's wrong.
Get duct tape, nerd. So true. Hi, Relix.
But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything. If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
I'm prepared.
Oh god, why? It's too early for this.
I just realized it. It's a trap.
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
Stupid.
Your sword is, once again, duct tape. Yes. And slice up the argument and shoot then after
Like you
they
said,
killed
Nagito's mouth was
with
taped
duct tape.
shut. You obviously assumed he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him,
That was wrong.
Allow me to
Or
cut
no, I was
through
right.
those
No, that was
words.
right. Yeah.
No,
Good job.
there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
what did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
Akane, please.
We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something?
You jealous or something?
Yeah, are you jealous?
Are you in elementary school or something?
You were with us when I
Yes,
peeled the
mentally,
duct tape off
yes.
Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
I don't remember actually.
I did. I was like, yeah,
The
that's the
blood
whole
on his
point.
face came from his arm wounds.
I was making a joke, I did remember that.
Oh, okay.
I'm just ill, don't mind me.
Which means
It's
the duct tape was
okay.
on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so we wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
We can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
Yeah. And right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Which means, it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect. Alrighty then, let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
Damn right it is!
The reason for the fire, huh? Right, we need to clear that up first.
Alright. Your bullet is Monokuma panels.
Got a feeling.
And Sonia is gonna say, or perhaps opening the door
The
caused.
direct cause of the fire was
That's so it's consent.
the oil lighter found
Yeah.
at the crime scene, right?
The killer used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Hello?
Or perhaps
What?
opening the door caused.
I agree with that. I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan!
Sonia, please.
No, not
Sonia.
wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels. A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
Yes.
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
A domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second. And from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
And the killer did one other thing to hide the domino effect.
So you pick a truth bullet, and it is MP3 player.
Oh yeah,
So the music.
that...
Yeah.
I see! You're talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
The inside of the warehouse felt even darker because of our eyes were still used to the bright sunlight outside. Within that darkness, a loud hymnal blared throughout the warehouse at full volume.
Hey, do you guys hear something?
Yeah, it's really damn loud. Does Nagito like listening to this depressing crap?
No, I'm not talking about the music.
And as if on cue, it suddenly started.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
It's fine, I'll open it slowly.
No, that's not the problem.
Seriously, it'll be fine.
With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door to the warehouse.
Clatter, clatter, clatter. Huh? It's not opening. Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it.
I knew it. It's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay?
Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? I just gotta use a little more force.
What happened to opening it slowly? Akane ignored their protests, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open.
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
If that door was the only entrance to the warehouse... I see. So the problem Chiaki's talking about is...
The killer couldn't have left.
I see!
We couldn't take any merch.
The panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened. the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Huh?
You don't mean...
But if that's true, it's murder.
Hajime? What do you mean?
The person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse. There's only one person who could have done that. Oh
You
boy.
get to pick someone.
Where is he? There he is.
There he is.
This is my answer! What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Yeah, he was at the scene of the crime as it happened.
Huh?
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
He was the
But the
victim.
perpetrator as
And he was the
well.
perpetrator too.
There we go.
Maybe.
Are you saying
Yeah,
this
he's
was a
following up
suicide?
everything with maybe.
Don't be stupid. His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget? Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Like he said, it seems impossible if you think about it, but I feel like I'm overlooking something. Perhaps a little bit of burned rope.
Dun, dun, dun.
Is that the truth bullet?
Congrats, that's your bullet.
Yeah, okay, shocker.
And then Fuyuhiko will say to actually tie up your own arms and legs. And that's what you should.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
Damn it.
Oh,
That's obviously
Of course, that
impossible.
wouldn't have been that easy.
Tying just the
Yikes.
legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you're...
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front...
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
gosh.
To actually tie up your own arms
Oops.
and legs. No, that's wrong.
Got too used to fighting off white noise.
Hold on a
Yeah.
sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
Except for one.
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
I mean, he's still tied up, just not completely.
Yeah.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
The proof that the burnt rope on the Nagito's right arm is the trap is the knife in his right hand?
Sleeve.
Sleeve?
His right sleeve.
Okay.
I see.
Take a close look at his right sleeve. Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree? A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
How did he stab himself in the hand, though?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
How can I stop?
Akane, now's not the time.
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
I mean...
Here we go. Thank you, Sonia.
That's definitely wrong.
Thank you, Fuyuhiko.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
Oh boy.
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito.
Oh boy.
I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand. Ah,
Pop
that
up,
much is
knife,
obvious.
smack
he had
hand
to
on
put the
it.
knife down and then smack his hand on it. Oh!
Hajime, you tricked me. Give me back that Benjamin.
Oh my goodness.
Not only did she try to charge me, but she wants the money back. What the heck?
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
That's illegal, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
A way to stab yourself from the right hand using only your right hand. It's okay, there's definitely an answer for this.
Hi. So your bullet is Monokuma plushie. Chiaki will say maybe he popped the knife somehow.
I see. It all makes sense now.
Even if
Yeah.
Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
Magic.
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a
I don't think we
throwing
would come
knife
down with
expert?
enough force for that.
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
There it is.
I agree with
I
that.
got distracted with the white noise, I almost missed it.
The life-size Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach. He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it. If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
Poor plushie.
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something. A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem.
There's a lot of
I'm pretty
problems, but...
Yeah, there are. I'm pretty sure what Monokuma was referring to with a doll whose hair grows too long is a very famous Japanese case of a doll that's hair grows, like on its own. I don't remember the name of it.
I
It's
think
like
I'm
an
better off
Okiku
not
doll.
knowing.
Okay. Yeah.
The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear.
Yep.
Right? If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito.
Uh-huh.
If that's true, how is that possible?
Gravity, mostly.
He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
That's too much.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Sonia.
Soda, no.
Don't.
Sorry?
Like I said, if you
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out.
Thank you, Fuyuhiko.
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear. It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stab into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Monome's sassing me!
It's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. So... this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Among us.
Of course that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
Huh?
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
Gravity.
What kind of way?
Gravity.
I don't know.
You don't know.
Jackie does not know about gravity.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
Everyone working together.
She's right. We've made it through several ordeals up till now by doing that. Then, even now.
Alright, let's do this.
Alrighty. Your bullet is gonna be blood on left hand. And you're gonna shoot when Kazuichi says, then that rules out his left hand.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work
Of course
together
it
and
did.
think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
No, that's wrong!
Yeah.
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had
Why,
blood on the
yes, I
lower
do.
area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain, but it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
It means he was holding something.
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
Holding a thing.
Grasp it firmly.
No boy. Gripping.
Oh, gripping.
I see! When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Akane,
No.
please.
Here's the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear!
Thank you, Sonia.
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's right. That's the problem.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Akane, please.
Oh,
Hello?
got it. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear, I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
Oh boy.
The cord.
I see! That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
I mean, he is the ultimate lucky student.
That might have worked.
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides, right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Nagito is gripping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand. From there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with the spear?
Gravity.
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
Tea would be awesome.
At a time like this.
Yeah.
How about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That's a long plan name.
I love Chiaki so much.
One step at a time? What does that mean? Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Nagito was facing up, and the spear was stabbed through his stomach. So if it's just before that... That's it, could it be? The state of the spear, and the fact that Nagito was holding the tip of the cord attachment. If we put those together and think about it, we should be able to figure out where the spear was and what state it was in before it stabbed Nagito.
Guess what you get to do?
I hate it here.
I'm sorry. I got you though.
Yeah, make sure to read the questions for watchers, but also tell me the
Yeah.
answer.
Sure.
Nope. Nope.
That's just
Ah.
rude. No! How mean! How dare they do that?
Nope. I had a feeling.
Okay. Question 1. Where was the spear just before it impaled Nagito? Above Nagito.
Makes sense. It would be weird if it was anywhere else. Hello? What the fuck?
Rude?
I hate it here. Oh, oh jeez.
You got them mad skills. No! How rude! Stupid geometrical
jeez.
shapes!
How
No!
about...
Question 2. Besides the spear, what else was above Nagito? A ceiling girder. That's the beam that they saw the bloodstain on earlier.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That was for the audience, truly.
I see.
I figured you knew. Yes.
Well, that would be a mistake, because I'm stupid.
Oh dear.
Oh, I don't like it here.
Oh, stupid.
It kinda
These are
saved me,
very
though.
rude. These are very rude. I think they just stick to 2 lanes, though.
I think it depends.
The diamonds. Sweet moves. Question 3. What item connects both the spear and the ceiling
Rope
girder?
and Nagito's
The
servant hand.
spear's cord.
Oh, that makes more sense. There was no rope.
Uh-huh. It's okay.
No, I ran out of time. This fucking game. I hate it here. Jesus fucking Christ.
You did it! Yeah!
I hate it here.
It's all coming together. The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular. In the middle of the air?
Yes, good job.
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
Huh?
That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support, he hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
True.
Very true, actually.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far?
Yes.
That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
Because he's beyond crazy.
Have you met him?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His point was to get us all executed.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. It's seriously so messed up.
Listen, he's crazy, but he's not evil.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Jeez, I'm starting to feel a little sympathetic toward him. How stupid of me. Completely underestimated his capacity for malice. Mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he's died. That's the form his malice took.
Malice.
I had forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other. It tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
That should be okay, right? Right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
Why? I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is, or...
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right?
Did the Monokuma files say that the spear was the, like, death blow or whatever?
I think so.
It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
No, it doesn't say what the fatal wound was.
Okay. Just what time it was. Okay.
Yeah.
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
Unless...
That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is.
Huh?
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death, and it's something that even he couldn't have messed with.
You're gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished.
Nope.
Something related to Nagito's death. I couldn't finish reading that. What is it, though?
It's the Monokuma file.
Oh, okay. I happened to look at that right before. Have it!
Right?
I see!
What wonderful timing.
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it. Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
Could you read this for me?
Sure. The victim is Nagito Komaeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
The suspicious part of the Monokuma file that Chiaki's worried about is... What is it? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? About time.
Do you want the word?
Yes, please, I'm stupid.
Cause of death.
Okay.
There's your C. Give me an A.
There's too many letters. Oh my god, what is this bullshit?
What is this? Oh no!
Screams. Panics.
S, F, E,
Oh my god.
O,
What is this? Oh.
D, A. This one.
What? I don't know what's going on. There's too much shit going on the screen.
H.
Oof, that was stupid. I hate it here.
Oh my goodness.
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
Excuse me.
Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his left hand.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death. But the cause of death is obvious, is it not?
Unless...
The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was the cause of death.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma, I plead the fifth!
Fifth.
There he goes
The fifth?
again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
That's quite a lot of words for nothing.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Mikan's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case. Are you saying that applies this time too?
Well, duh.
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death?
Duh.
Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
Not necessarily, just there's more to it.
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here? Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe. You're right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma! You heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait!
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right. That's what I believe.
Aww. Splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you, huh? Well, now I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. Then, this situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking. Intermission?
Oh, yes.
No!
Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was gonna start, but... Well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was gonna happen. We haven't done this bit yet.
True.
Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Monami? Dots. Hey, how much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do. Alright, you passed! Friendship is measured by how long you can stand the silence when you're all alone with someone else. So, Monami and I are the bestest of best friends.
Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now. Enough! Why do I have to be hated that much? Besides the fact that you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all. Not even a teensy tiny 1mm bit. How sad. Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know. We aren't even friends in the first place. Then as your older brother, let me say this. You're not even my brother. It's sad to live a life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys. But what if it's a gay high school rom-com? There we go, Monami knows what's up. Well, there may be some demand for that. I fell for it. I totally took the man bait.
No boy.
That was goofy.
I'm Monami. By now, there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now. Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome. That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation. That's basically it.
Alright.
So if we're working together,
Okay.
where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
I'm gonna be right back real fast. You take care of chat.
Okie dokie. Hi, chat. How are you? Well, now that we've figured out mostly what happened, what do you think will happen next? What other twists and turns do you think will be part of this case? Let me know your thoughts. Excuse me. Boom. Maybe Nagito is the traitor, but you can't remember if that's something you spitballed off stream and suck you tonight out, right? You know, fair. I can say that he's not. I'm pretty sure they figured out this chapter. But no, it's not him. Yeah. This trial was crazy, man. But yeah, no, it's not Nagito. I remember who it is, but I can't remember how they reached that conclusion. So there's that. Well, I'm sure we will all find out. You get to be along on this ride with the rest of us. He definitely seems like the type to maybe be the traitor. Just because he's so wacky, for lack of a better word. But it's not him.
He's too
It's just
dead to
his-
be the traitor.
He is too dead to be the traitor. This is true. Oh god, that's kind of morbid.
No, you, I don't know.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Anyways.
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
It would be so funny if Minimaru was the traitor.
Oh
Other
my gosh,
possibilities.
I would die.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Are we finished already?
I feel like... It's possible that we overlooked something.
Overlooked, huh?
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
Exactly! We should cooperate at a time like this.
A fatal wound that wasn't the spear. We don't even know if it actually exists, but if it does, we need to find out what it is no matter what.
Whee. Alrighty, non-stop debate 6. Your bullet is gonna be Monoguma Special Poison.
Makes sense.
And you're gonna shoot Sonia
consider a
asking what's
different
the
fatal
cause of
wound.
death, something that cannot be seen.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death. Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
God damn it.
If it's something that can't be seen,
Maybe there
Maybe
was
he killed
white
himself with a
noise in
sleeper.
the way?
I think so.
or liquefied his guts with a body blow.
Just thinking about it, that's already a horrible death.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wound.
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death. Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
There we go.
I agree with
There
that.
you go.
Stupid white noise.
That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility. If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Poison? It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing.
As opposed to other poisons.
As opposed to.
I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all. If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
What does that mean?
But even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
How can
No.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible. Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
Are there any left?
You read the label. It said... whatever.
No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
Thank you, Chiaki.
No,
The way the poison
they
entered
stress me out.
Nagito's body. The answer is written on the warning label. I should think carefully and try to remember it. No! Free me.
Okay, there are only 2 questions.
Okay, but still.
Okay. Wee.
Not we, pain.
Nope.
I hate it here. Oh. Oh jeez. I really hate it here.
Whew. What state was the poison in when it affected Nagito? Gas! Red.
Wed. Akai.
Akai desu.
Oh jeez. Of course.
The triangles are so rude.
Yes, they are. But
Oh dear!
I hate it here. No! I hate it here. I hate it here. Yeah. And this game sucks.
Oh shoot.
I hate this game so fucking much, actually. In case you didn't know.
Yeah.
Because, like, the route over here seems easier, but, like, actually getting onto it is a different problem.
Ah, I see.
Aha!
Oh shit! Oh!
That's why I was trying to get onto it. Okay, what color? Nose? Nope,
nose,
ran out of
blue.
time. Fuck. I hate it here! Have a better thinking system, Hajime.
Blue. Yeah.
I already confirmed what the answers are.
Yeah. I'm just telling you the colors to make it easier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was saying go okay to the map. Changing.
Oh.
Yeah. Not that I meant to, like, leave you ignored, I guess, otherwise, but...
It's okay. Thank you. Sick moves.
Nose.
Yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'll have to hope for the rest of the route to be at least somewhat normal. Of course not. Oh, thank God. That wasn't that
Oh,
bad.
thank goodness. Okay.
I hate it here, though. Fuck this place and everything it stands for.
I feel like we preferred like the hangman
What if
thing
instead of
over
drinking
this.
the poison,
Not the
we
one
assumed
that we
he inhaled
got.
it?
Yeah,
The one we got for this trial was awful.
it was. It was.
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
Listen,
Did you want me to read it?
go ahead for it. I'm not gonna stop you.
Yeah. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Or with bear. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose!
He breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
The reason we didn't breathe in the poisonous gas, I should be able to explain this mystery too. The sprinklers?
Sprinklers, yes.
I see! The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
I mean, unless the gas is oxygen.
Yeah.
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes, and it is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Ain't that nice?
Of course! Hydrolysis! The chemical bonds that form the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers. Also,
Oh, yes.
the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
We figured out that
Fuck
Nagito
off,
died
Soda.
from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right, all the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
Well, but
What? There's still more?
Oh, yes.
I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. Did he commit suicide just so he could kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Nagito's motive. Nagito's malice. Is this really okay? Can we really finish this here? No, that can't be.
There might have been an accomplice.
Huh?
Chiaki, what did you just say? If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
If Nagito really brought poison to the warehouse, the thing that would have been left behind is the... Huh?
Container.
Okay.
I see!
Meat on the bone. Freaking hell.
Are you talking about the container the
Goodness.
poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
He can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was written on the warning label.
Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight.
The container probably melted in the fire.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate. Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible! I mean, an accomplice? It is just too...
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
But it does in this courtroom, Soda.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
And not mentioned at any point during the trial?
Ah, you're right! You're totally right! That's totally it!
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get hurt anymore. Okay. I thought I was gonna say anyone again, and that made no sense, so... by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired. Tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. That's why I want to just roll this as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, nobody here has to get hurt, except for everyone to get killed. But...
Yeah, that's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh? The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
assisted suicide.
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is? Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing. And we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
What is this feeling just now? Even though it was brief, it was like a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. Maybe what Akane said just now might be a new clue. From there, I might be able to reach the answer. The way Nagito brought the poison, which means the thing he used as a container was... Oh boy. What's the word?
Fire grenade.
No, why is there so many letters? Okay, it's not that bad right
Okay,
now.
actually, that's like more normal.
Yeah, it just was
What was with the
overwhelming.
last round? That was insane.
They just hated us, that's all. Oh, is it just grenade?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I thought you said container because I'm silly.
Oh! No, no, no.
But no. But have
A D.
But I was silly. The E was right there.
Okay.
We're in on buffer mode.
I see. I got it.
Huh?
The fire grenades. Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse, it can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
That bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Except...
Did you say aluminum?
Hajime. Could it be?
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
But she didn't.
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade. Huh?
Sonia's words contain a clue that the contents of a fire grenade were swapped with the poison.
It's the piece of blue aluminum?
Yeah, there it is.
That, yeah.
I can prove it with this. Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
Not just any piece of trash.
No, that is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
Probably.
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping them.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died, right? So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide! Enough already!
You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding. You're right. In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide. No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison. So when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
The moment the fire grenades were brought and the moment Nagito breathed in the poison were the same? Could that moment be?
When we all threw the grenades.
That's what I thought.
See!
Yeah.
Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Yeah, I think so. When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito. If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us.
What the heck?
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec. Then Nagito was...
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
What the heck? You said so yourself! You said Nagito committed suicide!
Then who killed Nagito?
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Huh?
Himself?
Let's see who prepared it.
Oh yeah, himself. Nagito. Yeah.
See! It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poison grenade?
It was Nagito.
Him. Yeah.
See! That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
It's not the same question.
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
The reason Nagito set the warehouse on fire... To make
someone throw the poison.
Yeah.
I see! Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the
yeah.
fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
So one of you is the killer.
It was a trap.
A trap?
Preparing the poison. Creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito. It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Huh? Could it be... Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
What? What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him? To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him. The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point. All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison. And then...
Hold on! If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Are you fucking serious?
That was his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body, it was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened. His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces! For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry! Please vote me as the killer!
That's not the fucking issue here!
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right! There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras! If Monokuma doesn't know, his trial doesn't count! Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
How can you? I'm so jealous.
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Yes, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do? No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think. Really? Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning? I want to make sure my hunch is correct. Hajime, please.
That's right. It doesn't mean the trial's over yet. Even though I don't know who killed Nagito, it should be clear what kind of trap he set. Then I have to do it. Even if it leads to despair.
I got it. Let's do this then.
If Soda could die a little bit, yeah.
That was easy.
Yep. I think you have to insert the one where he's duct taping his mouth.
Yeah.
Which is... How did this work? I think it's... Yeah.
Nah. There we go. Is that it? Yeah, okay.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah.
Oh, not
No?
quite. That's him taking it off. It's probably this one then. Yeah.
Ah.
Close.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Ah, okay. That's what's going on there.
Oh, I think it's right there. Yeah, with the hand.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Here's everything that happened in this case. The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda. He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan. Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon.
I love just the name Monokuma's special poison.
Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base. Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence, the blue aluminum seal on the grenade. With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory, and put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room. The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere. While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse. In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it. From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion. First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord. Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand. In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up. As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up, just beneath the dangling spear. But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream, he stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs. Finally, he propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade. He didn't just want us to think he was tied up, he also wanted us to think he'd been tortured. Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear. His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin. Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message. After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of Nagito's plan. We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect. The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain. Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire-extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poison grenade that Nagito had prepared. The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere. The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was. Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness. Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach. This is all the information related to Nagito's plan. His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer. At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone. Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap. In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity this should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Chiaki?
Just as I thought. It's impossible, isn't it?
You say we just have to vote for someone?
What Hajime said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange. Did Nagito really not care who the killer was?
Huh?
He said this to us earlier.
It's going to be fine. Pretty sure everything will work out in the end. After all, there's no way Hope can lose. Absolute hope that can break through any despair can never lose in a place like this. And not only that, I believe in you all. I believe in the time we spent together.
That feeling of belief is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap. By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
What do you mean, believe?
And what's wrong with that?
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart. I want you to try to remember what that is.
His ultimate luck. His talent, right?
His talent, yes.
I really caught you.
Oh, Hajime is on there.
Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
After all the time we spent together, I believe in you guys. And more than anything, I believe in my ultimate luck. So, it's all gonna be alright.
Guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
That's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
But, in his case, it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in it.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
It wasn't life-threatening at all. It was just a little escape game that ended with some Russian roulette. Russian roulette?
It's the game where you load one bullet in a gun, spin the cylinder, point it towards you, and pull the trigger. So, you really did it.
So that's how you're supposed to play it. So it would've been fine if I only used one bullet, huh? I guess it was just as Monami said.
Huh?
I misunderstood. I thought that I had to take one bullet out of the cylinder. So that's how I did it. That... You only had a 1 in 6 chance of surviving. But I'm still alive. After all, the only good thing about me is how lucky I am.
I think something that people don't talk about enough is the fact that Gundam also cleared the final dead room and survived.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he only had a 1 in 6 chance of dying.
Yeah, of course, of course. Like, he didn't do it as extremely as Nagito did, because he doesn't have a luck cycle to rely on.
Yeah.
But
Many
like, they...
people play Russian roulette and survive, it's okay.
Oh boy.
And he did the same thing when the first killing happened in the Volta building near the hotel. He depended on his luck and was able to get cleaning duty just as he wanted. That's right, I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty. It's not just my luck. It's true, my talent is trash, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know? Huh? I'm left with a red mark? Someone called the ultimate lucky student. Don't seem very lucky right now. At the time, Hachime said I wasn't lucky. It was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty. Just like I wanted.
But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time, right?
I just thought... It was strange that it doesn't connect to anything.
Huh?
He factored in his belief in us. But for some reason, he didn't factor in his own luck.
Unless...
No, there's no way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about.
What did he do?
You know,
Lots
he
of things.
wasn't just after anybody. He probably had a target. A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
A target? Who?
the traitor.
The target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it. That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student, and incorporated that luck into his plan. As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
He left his plan to luck?
He risked his life for that?
Yeah, it's Nagito after all.
He probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito was after?
The traitor. You know, I don't even have to ask. I should already know what the answer is. The traitor.
A traitor.
That's it. The traitor. Nagito was after the traitor, huh?
Then he relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
Then what he said in his video message...
It won't work with just any student handbook. If you want to disarm that bomb, you have to use that traitor student handbook. To be honest, I found out who the traitor was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity. But I was a little annoyed that they never came forward.
So he was just bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
And it's just as Nagito said at the beginning. His purpose was to weed out the traitor. If we just believed in what Nagito said, we would have reached the answer much quicker. The reason this took so damn long was really because we didn't believe in him.
But if he just wanted to out the traitor, he didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that!
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair. That's something he'd say.
Yep.
Mon ami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth shut.
And that concludes my argument. Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
He relied on his luck to aim for a target, but he didn't even know who he was aiming for. Sounds way too unbelievable to have actually happened, but...
The only thing we can do is believe.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes.
But even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now. If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
Huh?
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it. Because they weren't created to do that.
Huh?
Chiaki?
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself!
That's why I want you guys to guess.
You want us to guess?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
What? What does that mean?
Who do you think it is, Hajime? Who do you think the Future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
Why?
A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Why?
A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
Why?
Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only exist as a traitor.
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor? Hajime, please.
Oh.
Well... yeah.
Ding 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 ding.
It's... you?
I do agree, Relix, all the distancing Chiaki does the
Yeah.
dialogue.
Yeah.
A way to make it obvious without stating it too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Chiaki, you're the traitor?
Please! Hold on!
You totally guessed right. Just as expected. Yep, you're correct. I'm the traitor. The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all is me.
Damn it. Why? Infiltrate your group is pretty telling, so true. This is... I mean, this nonsense is... Why? Why does this make sense?
Hey, Chiaki. Are you being serious right now?
Chiaki is the traitor? That is a lie, right? Surely you must be joking. I'm sorry. It's the truth.
Hey, what are you saying sorry for?
What does this mean? Up till now, you've been tricking us?
What? We were not tricked! After all, we have been working together all this time. We have been helping each other all this time. Chiaki, being a traitor, being a member of that horrifying Future Foundation, that is obviously a lie.
Please, wait! The Future Foundation isn't what you think it is!
Shut the fuck up! We're talking to Chiaki!
No, I have nothing more to say.
Damn.
Why?
Because we already know the killer's true identity. So the only thing left to do is vote.
Hold on! We're not satisfied yet!
If you say you are the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand. We cannot vote until we are satisfied. That is what you said earlier, Chiaki.
Hey, if you're really the traitor, why'd you wait till now to reveal yourself?
It's weird, isn't it? Waiting until right now to out yourself.
It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that? Maybe I wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost.
Huh?
Hey, Hajime. Can you do me a small favor?
Maybe.
Favor? Me?
I want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor.
What? What are you saying? Why do I have to do that?
I want to explain everything to you guys, but as I expected, that's rather difficult. That's why the only thing I can do is plead with you. I want you to do it. I believe you can prove it.
Whether I can prove it or not, that's not the problem. Don't you understand? You may as well be asking me to kill you. There's no way I can do that.
I'm very sorry, but this is the only way. So please.
Looks like we gotta do what we can. It's not like I believe she's the traitor. There's just no way we can ignore this without confirming it.
If she was just disguised or something, this would have been a heck of a lot easier for us to understand, but...
She's not disguised at all! 'Cause Chiaki isn't the traitor.
Monami?
Too bad. I'm not part of the same group as that girl. I don't know anything about that girl at all.
Hey, are you trying to cover for her like that? You suck!
I've always been alone. I have no friends. Anywhere. That's why I have no relation to Chiaki whatsoever.
Hajime, you're going to listen to my request, right?
Damn it.
Chiaki isn't my friend. I hate Chiaki so much.
Monami and Chiaki's relationship. Proving it here is the only way.
Against the one. I just know that the final thing is Monami's notebook.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Mm-hmm.
I might need your help to tell me what direction to press the buttons in, though.
Okay.
Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. I won't let you. Let's all get along. Burst open and mix. I can't lose. Hajime, you stupid face! I won't let you. Burst open and mix. I'll lower your grades. Disappear.
I hate this game so much.
Let's all get along. I'll
The
lower
time
your
maybe she did
grades.
not get fixed at all.
Hajime, you stupid face. Let's all get along. I won't let you. Let's all get along. Burst open and mix.
Up.
W-S... Yeah.
This is the end.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It wasn't too hard, thankfully.
When we investigated Nagito's cottage, I discovered a notebook with the new Sami logo on it. That's your notebook, right? The one Nagito stole from you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't tell me. Is that where the traitor's true identity is written?
That's right! Since I knew something like this would happen, I made sure to bring it here today.
So sudden?
Give me that notebook!
Day 1. I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2. Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired.
What is this? Is this Monami's diary?
Is the traitor's identity written in here?
Nagito was probably looking for that too, so that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading this notebook. Of course, Nagito wouldn't know either. However, it's different for me.
You know?
It took me this long, but I finally understand.
no. The truth is I might have already known the moment I found this notebook. Just, I wanted to turn my eyes from the truth it contained. But now I clearly know. I can't help but know.
First of all, this isn't Monami's diary. Apparently she can't write.
Then the one who wrote this is...
Someone connected to Monami. Meaning, it's not a mistake to think that the traitor wrote it.
If so, is this like a report that the traitor was sending to Monami?
Is it evidence that they were observing our actions and reporting to Monami?
But how would you know who the traitor is from that?
Because there's an entry written in here that only me and one other person would know.
The topic we discussed in that entry, the final dead
The
room.
final dead room.
In the notebook, there was a specific entry.
Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go in the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him.
There it is. It's true. I tried to go inside the final dead room. But the only one who knew that.
If I win the life-threatening game here, I'll be able to go to that octagon place, right? That's where the exit should be. I did it. I finally did it. Finally figured out where the exit is. I can get out. With this, I can finally get out.
You can't do that. You shouldn't go in there. You won't find what you're looking for.
That's right. The only person who knew that is Chiaki. That's why Chiaki is the only person who could have possibly written about this.
There must be some mistake. I mean, if Chiaki is the traitor, what was all that time we spent with her? Was that all a lie too?
Miss Sonia.
Chiaki is... She is being controlled by Monokuma. That is why we should help her.
I'm not satisfied either. I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you do something so stupid when we found the bomb.
It's really stupid to be fighting over something like this.
And so, with an annoyed expression on her face, Chiaki walked over to the bombs without saying a word. Took her handbook out of her pocket. Huh? And without hesitating, swiped the card reader. Biz.
Bzz. Looks like it was wrong.
Now that you mention it, Chiaki immediately went to the card reader with her handbook.
She tested it out right away after being told it would only react to the traitor's handbook.
That doesn't make any sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that.
Unless the traitor actually cares you.
Yeah.
Chiaki probably knew the bomb was a fake. That's why she also knew Nagito's trap was a bluff.
She knew? That is a mistake! That must be a mistake! Why are you saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor?
Of course not.
I will not believe it! I refuse to believe Chiaki is a traitor! There is just no way!
I don't want to believe it either. I want to believe, but...
But then nobody will be saved.
Boy. Is there still more?
So you're gonna use Sonia's account to shoot against Sonia saying me when I tried to detonate it. We're close to the end, by the way.
Chiaki is not the traitor!
I would fucking hope so.
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was a fake was me when I tried to detonate it.
Yeah.
That's something.
That's not it. That's not it. Sonia shouldn't have been the only one who knew it was a fake. Monami was also there when you found out the bomb at the military base wasn't real. You said so yourself.
Is that true, Miss Sonia?
Chiaki heard about it from Monami. That's why she knew the bomb was a fake.
Since I've been found out, I'll just confess. The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that, I would have had to explain how I heard about it from Monami. I did not want to hear that! Enough already. Please do not say another word. I do not want this anymore. I am so very tired of doubting people.
Is it doubting Chiaki when she's literally telling you? Like, come on.
Sonia.
And just because she knew the bomb was a fake does not mean we should decide she is the traitor!
She literally told you she is.
She told you. Okay, you're gonna use Monokuma's account. And then you'll shoot it eventually when Sonia says it was fake beforehand. Yeah.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor! If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too!
Damn it.
After all, I also knew the bomb was fake. Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor! If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too! After all, I also knew the bomb was fake!
When I had one
Knowing
to
it was
spare.
a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake! That someone is
Nagito.
Monokuma!
I mean, sure.
Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything about this island. Monokuma probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand!
There you go.
Phew. That wasn't that bad.
You're right. Monokuma probably knew the bomb was a fake. But Monokuma shouldn't have told anyone either.
Where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
bed already? You should have said so earlier. Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Phew, I feel relieved.
That... Monokuma may have just been lying.
No, he won't lie at times like this. You already know that.
Hajime, are you going to believe Monokuma over Chiaki?
But they're not they're not contradicting each other.
That's
Yeah.
not it.
It's just, even if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote for her? That basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck, right?
Yep.
That's not it.
Telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard?
There's no way I can believe in Nagito.
I'm telling you that's not it. We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito. We have to believe in Chiaki.
Huh?
It doesn't matter who the traitor is. Even if Chiaki is the traitor, that's not the Chiaki I know. I believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time. That Chiaki is saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, nobody's going to be saved.
Damn it.
Hey, can you listen to me a little? There's nothing to be sad about, you know? 'Cause this is different from what happened before. Unlike before, you guys don't have to stay alive by doubting someone. You guys can stay alive by believing in me.
Are you telling us to believe in you and sacrifice you? That is just too cruel.
I'm sorry.
Chiaki.
Monami, I'm sorry too. You're probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this. But still, I want to protect everyone by any means. And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
It's not up to me to decide whether that's right or wrong. However, I believe it's truly amazing that you were able to think like that. We could even call this a miracle.
Okay.
Hey, what have you two been talking about? Everyone's jaws are dropping, you know?
I know. It's voting time, right?
Hey, Chiaki.
You don't have to worry. Believe in me, and cast your vote.
Damn it!
Why did it end up like this?
I hate it here. That's all I have to say. Only 96 coins. I hate it here. I mean, I think we should end here, but let's take a little peek at our pet. Small.
Banui.
Anyway. Alright,
Yeah.
that's enough for now.
Oh, we did it.
It's nice being done at like 12. Next time we have
Yeah.
trial, we should definitely just start an hour early.
Exactly. Yeah, we gotta remember this.
Mhm. It's just the fact that it took us this far in to think of that, though, you know?
We're so smart.
The smartest. Danganronpa.
Wee.
Wee.
Is that the appropriate emotion?
Good enough.
Good enough. Oh, bun so big.
Yes. Do you have any parting words for chat, my dearest Peachy?
Ugh.
Valid.
Pain, Pecco?
Also valid.
Pain. So much pain.
It's okay,
So much
Chiaki isn't
love.
dead yet.
Screams a little bit.
It's like a 2-hit combo for you because you like Chiaki and Komaeda.
I like a lot of people will just like have them as a trio, like Hinata, Komaeda, and Chiaki. And I'm like, they deserve to like live and like get better and like be friends and shit, and they don't get the chance to.
Nope.
It makes me sad. Meow. Well, meow is a good sentiment.
Yeah, ding dong bing
Ding
bong.
dong bing bong.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, we said that like the same time.
I think that'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're struggling to speak over there.
This was good. We're not up till 1 doing trial. That was good. Yeah.
Yeah. Sent over. Yeah, okay. Bye bye, everyone.
Yeah.
Well,
Bye.